today. Thank you for joining me, and as always, listen to your body, see how your body feels. Don't go into a pose if it doesn't feel good, and take rest when you need. Drink plenty of water if it's a hot day. So we're going to start off in a child's pose with extended arm. So we are dropping our forehead down onto the mat, sitting buttocks back to heels, and just closing our eyes. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs and releasing your breath really slowly. Releasing those thoughts, just bringing your mind into the present moment. Just relax your whole body. So maybe you want to start with relaxing your fingers and then the hands, and with the long arms and relaxed shoulders. And it's really important to let the back of the neck be long and the chin in, because that makes it much more comfortable for us if the back of our neck is long. And of course those shoulders are really soft, drawing down your back. And then just have a sense of a long spine. And just relax your hips. Try to relax your legs, your feet and all of your toes. Let's just take a few calming breaths here. And then just take one more in and one more out. And come up onto your hands and knees. Knees are hip distance apart. Let's thread the right arm through the left, lay ear and shoulder to the ground. Lovely, lovely stretch through your upper back and shoulders. The palm faces upwards. And then the other way, breathing into centre, exhale, side through. And coming back through, just bring the hands a little further forward. Make sure you're pressing evenly through those hands, middle finger facing forward. Sit back to child's pose, tuck the chin in, breathing in, tuck the chin in and roll the spine forward. So really stretch that spine forwards, drawing the tummy muscles in here, and exhale back. So just feel a strong foundation through your arms and your hands and your knees. Draw the belly in. Feel how strong your back is as you draw the navel to the spine. And exhale, sit back again. Okay, let's just do a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. Now, just coming up onto hands and knees. I want to slide the hands in a little bit. Draw into cat. Exhale, breathing in to your cow pose. So rolling down, exhale, arch, and breathing in, lift the heart through. So the tummy muscles are still engaged. Really notice your breath. Let's get into that Ujjayi breath where you narrow the back of your throat. It's quite a sound. It's very calming. And then we're going to sit back to child's pose and just stretch your arms forward. Moving to dog now. Breathing in, tuck the toes, inhale, knees up, hips high. Exhale, heels to the ground, shoulders drop, pull thigh bones back. Again, making sure your weight's even through all four corners of your body. Stretching out your dog. Let's just lift one heel and the other. Really enjoying that lovely stretch through the back of your body. Chin's tucked in, back of neck is long. Okay, and then bringing the heels back down. Let's roll into a plank on the hands and the toes. You can drop to the knees if you want to, shoulders down your back. Really push into the floor, really straight back so you can be here. And you want to have that strong base through the hands and the knees or the feet. Push back to downward dog. Exhale. Again, roll forwards. The balls of the feet. Push the floor away.
and exhale back. So when you come forwards, even if you're on the knees too, you can feel your abdominals just lifting belly to spine, strong for your shoulders and your arms. And this time we're just going to walk the feet to the hands. So your feet can either be, excuse me, hip distance apart, or your toes can be together. Tuck the chin in, roll up for the spine till the head comes up last. And standing nice and tall. Now think about the positioning of your feet. So lift the toes up and spread them wide. Ground down through your feet. Draw the skin and the muscles up through the calves, the knees, the thighs. Tucking under with that tailbone, tummy in. Long spine, shoulders down. Let's get warm. Asana, salutation, breathing in. Extend your mountain, look up, shoulders drop. Palms are together overhead here. Exhale. Forward fold, chin in. Lunging your right leg back, nice and long, breathing in, lift the chest off the thigh, step back to downward dog, exhale. Knees or toes, plank pose, breathing in, roll, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, coming down, thumbs by ribs, elbows tight close to the body, cobra or upward dog, and downward facing dog. Let's come through again, knees or toes, plank again, breathing in. We're going to do 2 lots to build body strength today. So you can mix and match with knees or toes, or just go through on knees or toes. And downward dog. Right foot lunges through, so crouch and lunge, land lightly, make sure your foot gets there, push the back heel away to lengthen and forward fold, step in. Inhale, roll up to the spine. Palms meet overhead. Hands to heart. Inhale. Forward fold, let it all go. Neck long. Left leg lunges. Inhale. And exhale. Knees or toes, plank, roll, fingers are wide, strong core, pushing the floor away, chaturanga, then rising through to your cobra or your up dog, and downward facing dog. Breathe in again, knees or toes, exhale, inhale, my chin touched the floor then. Exhale. Left foot lunges, breathing in. Have strong shoulders and forward fold, exhale. Chin in to rise, rolling on for the spine. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Lots of energy. Exhale. Release the energy. Right leg lunge, downward dog. Knees or toes plank. Exhale. Chest a little forwards, rising through. And downward dog, exhale. Plank pose again. So you're looking forward with the hands. Chest comes between the hands, or a little bit further forward if you want. Then rising through. Strong here. And downward facing dog. Lunging your right foot through. So of course you have the option of only doing 1 set of those planks if you want, and just waiting back in dog. Or you have the challenge to do them twice. Roll up. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Long, slow breaths. Left leg lunges. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward double cobra. And downward facing dog. Again, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Oh, lovely. Exhale. Left foot, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart centre. Now, don't you feel strong in your upper body? I, in fact, felt stronger towards the end, which felt really, really good. Your feet are hip distance apart now, bringing the right foot into the centre, stepping back to warrior two. Heel in line with instep or heel to heel. Knee and ankle, tail tucked as we know. Breathing, relaxing your shoulders, nice and open through the chest, the heart centre. Just really think about those feet. We do warrior two a lot. Can you feel all the edges of the feet? Centre, even just really push down to both feet. And then think about how you can feel the inside of the leg here and all the way down, squeezing kneecap. Breath, if you want more, you could step in, you could lift the heel. If that makes you lift something a little bit different, feeling the calf muscles. And that breath again. Try to slow your breathing down even more now. Okay, just a couple more breaths. I'm just going to bring the arms down, down to a bit of shake. Turn the back foot, come to left, warrior two, knee and ankle. Open, really roll that hip open. This time, should we lift the arms up, shoulder distance, draw the shoulders down. Clasp the hands so they're like this. Lean back, sink into your legs. Come forward, slowly lean the other way maybe. And just bring the arms wide, settle in. Just fancy a little bit of a stretch there. You can lift the heel if you want, or not. Now the upper body is very relaxed, isn't it, here? With the arms still a bit tense, you can just shake them out. You just want to have that really nice, straight spine. Make sure we're not leaning. So really just keep firm the feet. And you've got the feet in the right place. Thinking of all the muscles that you can feel. One more breath there. Turn the feet forward, clasp the hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Forward fold. You can soften the knees if you want. You're lifting the hips up. The head comes down. The arms come over. Just folding in half. If you don't like the shoulder stretch, bring the hands down. And come onto the head if you want. If that feels good. If not, stay higher. Pushing through the outside edges of your feet. So it feels like a rest, this one, but it also gives you that great stretch through the back of your body. Bringing the hands to the floor if you are still got your arms overhead. And then I'm going to turn into a warrior one position with our feet. So I'm going to turn my right foot out, bring it in a bit, send this back foot on the angle so the hips start to turn towards the right side. Make sure the back heel's on the floor and this front knee's bent. And then rise up to warrior one. Hands will clasp overhead, shoulders down. Or if that doesn't feel so good there, just have the arms wide or hands to ribs. We're lifting one out of the chest, squeezing the buttocks, tucking that tailbone and pushing that knee back, really strong, anchored back leg. And I just realised, if you stay there, I haven't put the light on, let me just see if that helps with the brightness. Okay. So do you feel really grounded through your feet? We're down those legs strongly into the ground. You want to feel grounded. Make sure you feel you're not wobbling, so if you do wobble, just bring one leg out a bit. You can squeeze the thighs towards each other. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Take another 4 breaths here. Come deeper. Bring the hands down to the hips. Turn the foot. Position your foot. Position, make sure the hip rolls down. Tuck the tailbone, push into the back kneecap. Breathing in, lift the chest, squeeze the buttocks. Clasp or have hands wider. Into the ribs, settle in. Feel strong in your lower body, light in the upper. And feel the muscles in your back working for you. And keep reminding yourself to keep this back leg straight. I always forget and maybe it's thinking a bit, so I have to really push the kneecap, squeezing those muscles. Just check in with your body. Have you let it go anywhere? Have you let it maybe stop squeezing? Have you stopped tucking tailbone? Keep the pose nice and strong. If the back's aching, it means that you need to turn the back foot in more. It means the foot's gone probably out to the side when it shouldn't be. Taking another 4 breaths here. Just bringing yourself to the front, bringing the feet in, hip distance apart. Take a big deep breath in, prayer hands overhead, hands to heart center, exhale, come to tree. Bring the weight into your left foot, spread the toes wide, really feel the left foot grounded, lift the chest, tall spine, core. Right foot can stay on ankle, calf, or above your knee. Just not on the knee. Keep your eye gaze to one point, your gaze point, drishti point. Keep the mind free of thoughts, just your breath. Really still.
It's like a standing meditation almost, so your mind has to be clear. Just feel the calmness in your body and in your mind now. If you've got the doors open, if you're outside, just listen to the birds, the wind in the trees. Just a couple more breaths. Nice. Check out, try the other side. Once you find that steady place, you could see whether you could close your eyes. It can be quite challenging, but try it. But first of all, get settled into your tree. And just get that lovely long breath flowing. Just fixing your eye gaze to one point. Just try closing mine, just for about 2 seconds, I think. Maybe it suits you, maybe you can. Just a couple more breaths there. Just keeping that soft gaze, bring your foot down. Okay. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Extend your mountain. Reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Jump or step back to downward dog. Land lightly. Breathing into your plank, knees or toes. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, rising through to upward dog. Squeeze the back of the body and downward dog. Right foot lunges. Stay in your lunge. Bring your arms wide. Go into aeroplane pose. Draw your belly in. Come into your right leg. Push the left leg away. Hip roll down and fly. Breathe. Push out through your flex foot. Lift the belly. Couple more breaths, and then bring the hand to the floor and just step back to downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, roll up through your spine. Throw to plank, comment. Exhale, slowly chaturanga. Rising through. Oh, lovely, lovely stretch. And downward facing dog with the chin in. Left foot light lunge into a lunge, breathing. Rise up, steady your eye gaze, draw your belly in, back of it because my wall's there, and fly, roll the hip down. Keep feeling strong, long. Just a couple more breaths, we'll bring the hand down, step back to dog. Stretch out your dog. Let's breathe in, roll to a plank. Inhale all the way. Remember you can drop to the knees if you wish. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog.
Exhale, downward dog. Pigeon pose, right knee. Lunge the foot through, right foot. Knee comes down. Lengthen out your left leg, all 5 toes down on the floor at the back. Get comfy with your knee. Now, make sure that your hips rolling down towards the heel. So what happens is you're not sitting back on the buttock unless you're in a bent knee option. Otherwise you take the work out of the hip. So just relax your hips down to the floor. Okay, so just get settled with that hip. You'll feel the glutes on the right side, the right side of the glutes, and the left side of the hip. And we're going to keep this hip nice and low, and we're going to grab hold of the ankle now and draw the heel to the buttock so you get the quad stretch at the same time. So you can sit back and grab this ankle if it's hard to grab upright. So we need to make sure now that we have this foot firmly anchored and it's flexed. I'm lifting my chest here high. You can lift a bit higher and go for a little balance here. Or if you can bring the toes on the inner elbow, you could go for the bind. So the hand comes around the back and the fingers clasp together. I just sink the hip down as much as you can. And then release and step back to downward dog. Either stay in downward dog for a little rest or roll through to another plank. Let's go really slowly, breathing in, building up strength in the upper body. Exhale and inhale. Downward dog. Okay, let's go to pigeon pose. Left knee through, breathing in. See over my foot first, and then just let that knee come through. And then I'll wriggle around to get the right position for me. Remember, you can sit down if you want. But if you've got that long leg, rolling that hip over to the heel. I want to get my hip nice and low, feeling the glutes on the left now. Just feeling that soft breath and the breeze from the window. It's nice. And then we'll go for our quad stretch, so I'm just going to turn away from you. Heel. It shows you a different angle really. So are we going to anchor in the foot? Are we going to take balance? Or are we going to bring the toes around? So you've got this view from the back now with that bind. Rolling the hip down. One side's much easier than the other. If you're going for the balance, it's just a matter of lifting that chest nice and high and really grounding. I tend to bring that bottom foot in a bit closer towards the groin. Gives me a bit more balance. Just a couple more breaths. Release. That side could have stayed for a lot longer than the other side. It felt much more natural to me. Just stretching it all out. Okay, we're going to lunge the right foot through inside the right hand now. Drop the left knee down and just bring the hand inside. So you've got this knee on the shoulder. So if I face this way, my hip's nice and low. And that knee's on the shoulder. You can take this right hand through and bring it round the outside. We can hold it in. Some people like to do that. I remember one lady that used to come to class, she used to always do that. She used to just hug it in.
So she's got that knee coming inwards, so it wouldn't go out like that. So you can do that. Or if you're happy, just leave your knee on the shoulder here, you can, and then if you want to deepen, you can come onto the forearms. So my forearm doesn't go down as much as that one this side. What's on there? You just have to see. If you're more comfortable, you can just stay high. And I'm just giving us a good stretch through the hip. And what else you could do? You could tuck the back toe and lift the foot off. So if I just stay low, you could stay low in that hip, and you could lift the knee off if you want. As long as you're getting that good hip stretch here, that's fine. Okay, and I'm going to push back to downward dog. And we're going to lunge the other foot through. So left foot breathing in, nice and light, right knee down, and dropping that hip down, bringing the hands inside and just sinking down through the hip. Big breath in and slowly out through your nose. Stay where you are. I'm going to do a bit of technical stuff here. The notes just came up on my laptop. I didn't know whether it was plugged in right. No, the charge wasn't plugged in right, so you nearly lost me. So now just keep softening your breath, and if you want to, you could lift off the knee at the back if you want. A deep breath again. Just a couple more breaths. And we'll step back to downward dog. And shake it out. Okay, you can either stay in your dog or roll through to plank again, knees or toes. It's up to you. Cobra, you might want to stay in, or go to up dog. See how you feel. And downward dog. So lunge your right foot through again, breathing in. Left knee down. Inhale, rise. We're going for prayer twist. Bring the hands to the heart center. Bring your left elbow across to the right, moving away from you. Fingers to heart center. Stack your elbows. And if you wish to, lift the back, this left knee off the floor. As you turn the chest, really turn and twist, look up to the ceiling. Lots of big deep breaths in and out through your nose. And then release. Step change sides. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, stack. Exhale, lift or keep the knee down. Turning, pushing into those hands, lifting the chest. I can feel a really nice twist through my spine. Feels so good to be here. Just a couple more breaths here. And then push back to dog. Really nice there. Three-legged dog. So, plan the three-legged dog to plank. So, okay. Three-legged dog. So, roll forwards to a plank. I have to bring the foot down. I don't know why I planned for three-legged dog. I don't know why. So when you're in the plank, you're either on the hand or you could be on the forearm, so you can choose. Okay? Making sure the shoulders are over the elbows or the shoulders over the wrists. So really lift the belly to the spine, really push your hands into the floor, feel the strength up through your arms.
Really strongly bring that navel to spine. And you can be on the knees here if you want to too. And we're going to turn it to the side, so bring your feet, you can stagger the feet or have them together, but you're bringing your hand in under the shoulder, keeping the hip lifted a bit and then reaching up. You can bring a knee down if it's too much. So on the forearms can be done too. Okay, step, push to the other side, side plank. So are you bringing your knee down or are you up or are you on the forearms? So forearm looks like this. Same thing. Okay, and release. Come into child's pose. Give your wrist a little bit of a roll and forehead down. Okay, either stay here in child's pose. We'll move into crow pose for an arm balance if your wrists are strong. We're feeling okay. So crow pose, hook on the feet, otherwise stay in child's pose. Knees into your armpit or on the tops of the arm, elbows are bent, look forwards. Very strong squeeze through your tummy. Bring the weight forward. Bring one foot off, then the other. Keep squeezing the abs, don't look back. Keep breathing. Come down. Okay, so we're going to lay down on our front. So everyone come down on their front. And take the bow pose. So grab one ankle, pull the foot back, lift up high, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes, or grab both. If you've got two, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Strength and flexibility through your back. Bow pose. If you have the one leg change, keep drawing your tummy in. Lift a bit higher if you can. Last couple of breaths. And then come down and push back into child's pose. It's a really good resting pose. Maybe you want to come on the elbows now. Let the prayer hands come together. Let's drop the forehead down. And just take some calming breaths here to recover. Okay, still thinking about our back, striking cobra. So if your wrists are really aching now, just come into an upper and lower locus. So I'm going to show you your option first. So if your wrists are aching, you think I don't want to do any more on my hands, just come onto the forearms and lift the chest and lift the legs off into an upper and lower locus. And of course you have the option to do one at a time. You might want to lift the chest, keep the feet down, or drop the head down, lift the legs off. So just do some of those, squeezing the glutes all the time. If you're okay on your wrists, we're going to do some striking cobras. So coming forwards, inhale, upper back, chin, look between the feet, and then start to look forwards. Bottom in the air, the tummy doesn't touch the floor. Push, 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 push up into cobra or up dog, and then down, back to child's pose. So you might want to do this on the knees or the toes. Just do one more on the knees. And breathing in, looking back, and start to look forwards. Nose nearly skims the floor. Squeeze the shoulders back, and then push, 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 push. And then come back. And if you want to go from on the toes, sometimes it's best to bring the body a bit more forward first before you scoop. So it's a bit like a high chaturanga. And then start to go.
I'm not strong, but it did feel good.
So I'm going to do another one. So did you notice it's a bit like the chaturanga to the up dog, instead of the hips quite high from the ground. So just do as many as you can and take the rest in child's pose. So over there again. If you're on the toes, it's good to come forward a bit more. And then go. And I'll tell you what, that will quickly build muscle in the arms and the shoulders. I'm just going to come back to child's pose and just rest in. And then I'm going to just sit up. Okay, I'm just going to sit cross-legged today. I'm just going to take this left arm over, chin in, just to the right shoulder blade, hold it there. If you can interlace the hands together if you want. I'm just going to stay here because I just want to treat this as a little bit of a shoulder stretch. We've worked the shoulders and the arms quite a lot today. As well as the back muscles have been worked with our warrior ones and our cobras and our bow poses. Okay, then change. We've worked the hips, our pigeon pose and our warriors. We've worked the legs, claw, and balance. And then I'm going to bring one arm across, holding it, drawing it in. Like this feels nice, this one, with the shoulder. And my breath is starting to slow right down now. And I'll tell you what, yoga is so magical. I know it sounds really corny, but I was feeling quite ill today. And I've just done that and I just feel so strong again. So when you relax your mind and your breathing slows down, it just feels so good. Release, take a big deep breath in. Exhale, let's just bring the hands behind the fingertips, face forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the chest, keep the chin tucked in a small way. Stretching through the front of the body. If you want to, you might want to extend your legs long, you might want to lift up the hips, pushing down through the arms, release from one foot to the floor too, rather than having both legs. Tabletop. And then taking a sit down, make sure your legs are nice and straight, bring right on top of those sit bones, take a big sweeping breath in, exhale, reach forward, fold, seated staff pose. Looking at the toes or dropping the nose down to the knees. Breathing into the back of your legs, and the shoulders are soft. And just sitting up and bringing the left leg wide, the right sole of the foot to the inner leg. Bringing the left arm on the inside of the left leg, chin tucks in as we sweep the right arm over, getting a nice side bend. Draw the shoulder down so you're not stressing the shoulders as we reach over. You can touch the foot as long as you don't bring the chest forward if you want. Just be comfortable. And then coming in, and let's just change sides. Breathing in. Exhale, soften over, chin in. Another breath here. Come on out, just sit cross-legged.
We're going into a alternate nostril breathing and then a lying down meditation if you want to lie down. So first of all, sit seated for this one. Thumb and index finger reach together. Now, when we cross the legs, we really shouldn't sit how we normally sit, because I always put my right foot in front of my left, so you should change it over if you can. It's very uncomfortable to swap back. It's just so that we can get a bit more even. So the backs of the hands are on the lap and the thumb and the index finger meet together, and we're sitting nice and tall. Of course, our shoulders again, relax, close the eyes. Bring the right thumb onto the right nostril, the index finger to the ridge of the nose, and the one next to it. Take a big deep breath in through your left nostril. Fill your lungs, close it with the ring finger, breathe out to the right. Breathing in through right. Close it, breathe out through left. One more breath each side. Place the backs of the hands onto the lap. Once finished, keep your eyes closed. And then find a lying down position and close the door. Relax. And stay seated if you want. If you feel more comfortable lying down, lie down. So with that alternate nostril breathing, you should feel a lot more calm and maybe able to focus more on your breath in your relaxation and your meditation. So everything we do in class has the purpose to bring us to this moment. Just close your eyes and relax. Just be aware of the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. And if you need to make any adjustments, be very soft and very kind with your body. Just listen to your body. Just keep the contact with your breath, because it's through our breath that we relax the body. Just be aware of the air coming in and out of your nose. You may feel the body breathe alone. Try to let go of any control of your breath and just be aware of it. Join me and be aware of the in-breath. Feel the air coming into your body. Breathe all the attention to the in-breath and feel what happens when the in-breath ends and before the out-breath begins. Maybe you find a space, a gap a moment. Maybe it's there. If you can feel that moment, just stay there, in between the in-breath and the out-breath. And the same thing happens with the out-breath or before the air starts coming into your body. Maybe you can feel a silence, emptiness. Just remember, you don't need to do anything. Just be aware of that moment. Stay in those 2 moments. Stay in the emptiness of your breath, in the silence of your breath. Moving into meditation. So feel what happens when you breathe and your body relaxes and your mind calms and your heart opens. And this is the perfect time for meditation to happen, because you're feeling calm. And meditation is the supreme art of doing nothing and realizing it. So stay in your own heart, stay with your breath and enjoy the gift of doing nothing, without losing this moment where you are. Just be still. And just start to become aware of where you are again. And just bringing more energy by breathing more deeply. Just wiggle your fingers and toes to start with. With your hands, with your wrists, ankles, your arms and your legs. Maybe your head, if it feels good, gently moving from side to side to release your neck.
it doesn't feel good, just keep the head still. And of course you could stretch along. Fingers away from toes, shoulders down. That feels so good. I want to stay here. Okay, do you prefer to hug your knees into your chest? You could do that. And then you can massage your low back if you rock gently from side to side. I was just thinking, my little dog, well, not little, she's big. She makes me laugh. She's so chilled. I think she's the master of relaxation meditation, that dog. She sleeps all the time. Okay, and then we're going to roll up to seated. So bring the knees to the right side, roll on up. You can open your eyes along the way. Oh, take a big, big stretch overhead. Inhale, exhale, hands to your heart center. Namaste. And thank you very, very much for joining me.